cure for all of this, the panacea for our souls. The motivating principle that drives us to live a different kind of life is the righteousness of God revealed in the gospel of Jesus Christ. Not a righteousness that is our own, a righteousness that is His. It's His grace and His grace alone that has saved us from being empty-headed, from our thinking being futile, and from our hearts being darkened. Nothing that we've done, everything that He's done. But that does not excuse us in our current situation to continue doing nothing, for we need to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in us both to will and to do His good pleasure. Now, if that is true, if we are to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, and the gospel is the power of God unto that salvation, then we work out our salvation with fear and trembling by wrestling with the gospel. Am I right? Of course I am. Got it from the Bible. The gospel is the means of our salvation. It is the gospel by which we are driven into light, out of the darkness. It is the gospel that fills our heads with the logic and the thinking of God, not our own futile and empty, darkened thinking. It's the gospel by which we become followers of Jesus and by which we grow as disciples of Jesus. It is the gospel that is the revelation of the righteousness of God, and it is the gospel that is the power of God to salvation for all who believe, from faith, for the just. Put it this way, for those that are justified shall live by faith. Not in ourselves, but in God's grace and the gospel.